Hello once again. You're back. Or this is your first time. Again, I'm sorry for both, because I don't know why you're here, but hopefully you find this entertaining in some form. Hello, welcome to my video. If you watched my first video, wherever it may be, you may know that on the 17th, I'm going to be posting a video where I thank people who have inspired me and maybe draw parallels between the things that they have created and shared and this world that I've been interacting with. Let's begin. So today, the mysterious person is, drumroll, Thomas Sanders. If you know who that is, good, you should be watching his videos instead of mine because they are so much better. But anyway, let me tell you why I like watching his videos. I mean, first of all, he's hilarious. Second of all, he's hilarious. Third of all, he's hilarious. I'm just kidding. But all in all, he's just a really good and creative person who's very talented, and I've enjoyed watching his content immensely. But my favorite thing happens to be his Sanders Sides videos. Why, you ask? I enjoy his videos because they're very well thought out, and they also do a lot of research on whatever topic or theme they're discussing, and I can't tell you how much they have helped me. Like, they've always given good, solid advice, and also disclaimers that sometimes, the advice may or may not work out. But I know that I have personally benefited from some of the videos that he's made that deal with many different issues like anxiety, intrusive thoughts, creative block, just lots of different things that have helped me over the years, and I really appreciate that. Logan is Thomas Sanders' logical side. He's very intelligent. He only makes mistakes infinitesimal times, but he is one of my favorites, honestly. I think he's the coolest. He is a little weird when it comes to Crafter's Jam, but yeah. If anyone says Logan isn't one of the best characters, that is a falsehood. Anyway, and there's also Roman, who's inspired my creativity in ways I cannot even give credit for. He is truly one of the most excellent characters I've met. Yeah, he has a lot of ups and downs, faults and strengths, but he is absolutely fabulous all of the time. As someone who feels like they're a creative person, he's definitely one that I've related to a lot. And he's just really extra all of the time, and I live for it. He's absolutely fabulous. He's also the reason why I'm very expressive with my hands. I doubt I would be this expressive with my hands if it weren't for Roman Sanders. And then there's Patton, who just has a love for cookies and puppies and cats and everything cute and adorable and loves dad jokes, and I love him too. Puns are the best. Anyway, Patton, he's the dad, he's the morality. He loves the right and the wrong, and he will love you to death. He will fight you if you talk bad about yourself, and I will join him. I know karate. Anyway, Patton is the best. I love him. And then we have Virgil. Now, Virgil is a representation of Thomas's anxiety. And I also have anxiety, so of course he's my favorite character. I love the emo boys. They're the best characters ever, and I will fight for them. Anyway, Virgil became my favorite character because at the time I was struggling with a lot of anxiety. A lot. And seeing a representation of anxiety and being able to work through it kind of with Thomas to kind of figure out those methods and those ways to kind of tone it down, but also not completely get rid of it and see how essential it is to be a part of me, helped a lot. And so Virgil's the best. He has the coolest name, the best hair, purple's the best color, end of discussion. I also love Virgil's hoodie, and it inspired me to try and make my own hoodie, which you may see in the future. He also has the coolest logo. It's a storm cloud. I like it. And then you have Janice. or deceit. Janice is also one of my favorite characters. If you're familiar with Thomas Sanders, you might be like, why? He's literally the embodiment of deception, and I'm like, yeah, and he's stylish. But that's not the reason why he's one of my favorites. Partially. But the reason he's one of my favorites is because also, around the time when he was introduced, and a little bit later, I was struggling with taking care of myself. Big time. It was a problem. And Janice's kind of thing in several of the videos was like, you need to put yourself first. You need to take care of yourself. You can't just not take care of yourself. Ah, you know what, Janice? You're right. He's one of the cool ones. Even if he is a snaky boy. He's a slimy boy. But he's cool. And then we have Remus. Or bad creativity. Or intrusive thoughts. And he might literally be the worst. I appreciate him as a character. But my gosh. He is a lot. He has some good lines though, and he is very refreshing, but at the same time I'm like, Remus, I did not need to see that. Please stay in your dark corner with your slime and your knives and the blood and everything over there. You just have fun over there with the crayons. Go draw a zombie or something, I don't know. And I appreciate his existence. However, when it comes to these characters, they remind me a lot of this certain group of girls that I met in this other world that I've mentioned. The one I've been to many times. But for example, like, I think the one who reminded me of Logan the most, her name is Sandra. She's very intelligent. She's a bookworm. And she's a teacher. She's very smart. She, like, never forgets anything. Ever. Don't get on her bad side. Anyway, I feel like those, like, Logan and Sandra would get along very well. From that group of girls I mentioned earlier, the one I think would get along the best with Roman, her name is Ivy. She is an inventor. She has ideas. She loves to think and make things with her own hands. She's very impatient sometimes, and so sometimes rushes her work, but she loves the process of creating. And as a fellow creativity person, I think those two would click. Another fun thing about these girls, I think the one who would get along with Patton the most is actually Mallory. Mallory is a mom, but she's also the kind of mom who wears a hoodie and the bunny slippers and will not stop telling you jokes because she likes seeing you laugh. She will also make you homemade bread and hot chocolate. You can't stop her. But anyway, love and affection. Virgil. I would fight for him. The person I think would get along with Virgil the most, her name is Sage. Now Sage, she's not exactly a warrior like Virgil is, but she has a lot of the emo aesthetic, and she also distrusts people. And so they would probably just sit in the corner listening to My Chemical Romance and then talking about how the moon landing wasn't real and how the moon probably isn't real. And this may be interesting because I'm not sure a lot of these girls would get along with Janice, but definitely the one who would at least understand him the most. Her name is Elizabeth, and she is royalty. And now you might be thinking, wouldn't she get along better with Roman? Hear me out. They just have very similar mannerisms and just very much in that you should take care of yourself because you are a queen and deserve to be treated as such is more of her vibe. And less of the, I will go and undaring do and slash things with my sword. I have a sword too. I have a sword. Probably the person who would get along with him the most though, with those girls that I mentioned, would probably be Lily. Now Lily is a party animal. She likes to do the unexpected. She likes everything to be crazy. And Remus is good at that, so she would probably find him very entertaining. Sometimes she would probably be like, but most of the time she'd be like, ah yes, let's go stab people. But that's why I really like watching him. You should go check him out. He's really a great person, and yeah. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you'll like the next one, or not. Yes. Have a good day. Bye. Books. Knowledge. Words. Crofters. Triskaidekaphobia. Now for my obligatory 5 seconds of brooding.